the Ukrainian people are suffering, we gotta suffer. That's how it is. There you go. Jesus Christ, I can't see anything. Oh, I definitely didn't expect the war would start the same day I landed in Italy. That's for sure. So who is the brave people who want to buy the dip on Russia? Wait, RXX didn't even open today? No, it's open. It's trading. Oh, you mean the Russian market? The ETF is trading. Sperm Bank of Russia. Yeah, holy shit. Sperm Bank of Russia is down 93% in like, what, 4 months? Oh my god. Honestly, I think, unless there's like nuclear war and everyone dies, I think RSX is gonna be an insane trade. I don't know when. Yeah, and that's why this RSX is pricing in. It's down, what, 65% in the past few months? Like, Russia is not gonna go to zero. There's gonna be at least a bounce somewhere. So now we had some tech bounces lately again, right into that declining moving average. Like SC bounced, 3-day bounce into the 20. Oh, Sberbank will go bankrupt. Oh, well, yeah, markets are pricing in, trying to price that scenario in. That's the beautiful thing about the markets. Like, they kind of price in a lot of things, and that if the event doesn't happen, then the repricing happens, and that's opportunity. MP, yeah, it is choppy. It is, and I have a pretty wide stop on it. I'm trading it off the weekly. You can't trade it off the daily. It's very choppy, but it has a long base. It's been building higher lows for a year now, and it's been showing relative strength together with all of these other commodity-related names. This is where money is flowing. This is the sector where the money is flowing. So I took a shot. But again, one, I don't have a lot of size since it's a pretty liquid stock. And two, I have a pretty wide stop, and I'm just trying not to, look at the daily, or at least not take any decisions on the daily chart. I'm gonna use like the 10 weekly as my stop. Oh, the uranium names are going. Thursday was the entry. Oh well. And again, some of these things could be start of, multi-year trends, potentially. So you don't have to get in, there's not necessarily any rush to get in. One trade I am looking at is this NUGT and the gold complex. I'm so pissed I got stopped out of it. I had it like $52 or something, 53. I got stopped out almost at the lows, and now it went straight up. Classic. That's what happened in 2007, 2008 too. There was a big oil run, and there was also a big run in the solar names. Look at something like FSLR. It peaked. Where did it peak? End of May 2008. Where did oil peak? Oil peaked. It peaked too much before oil did. Man, ROKU, look at this bounce. I had such a good entry on it, but it shook me out and then it went. Oh, man. Choppy markets are tough. They're tough, man. Even if you're right, you'd lose money. Tesla is in an interesting spot. Had an enormous rally. Actually, not that enormous, but it's rallying, right into the declining 20. It's right at the 200. I may re-enter it on the short side. I covered it like 820 or so when it took out the previous day's highs. I may re-enter it. FCG, yeah, FCG, it's natural gas ETF. But if you look at it, it looks exactly like XOP, pretty much, which is the oil and gas exploration ETF. I mean, if you look, it's pretty much the same thing. It's exactly the same ADR also. Overstock, yeah, I know Overstock made a big move previous days, yeah. But they're at no place. Like these are not setups that I trade. That I'm good at trading. I prefer the ones that have been occurring in the commodities lately, like the base breakouts. Those you can buy and hold for months and quarters even. This type of downtrending stocks. Oh, SC keeps going. They can rally, but how do you know this is gonna be? It's tough. Like here too, SC had a big rally, 35% or more, 40%. It's I don't know. I find those very difficult. SC reports tomorrow. Oh, you know what? An ideal scenario for this thing. We closes strong today and gaps up into the declining 50 and has like a 4th-day reversal. Like 10-15% mean reversion intraday. That would be like a 5-star short setup. Yeah, similar to T-Dog, exactly. Kinda, not really, yeah, kinda, yeah. But SC would be more of a mean reversion trade. LI, man, this is building a base. This thing wants to go to 50. EXPR, NIO, not so much. EXPR. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a nice looking flag. Getting tight here. This is a pretty good looking one, yeah. Thin, but this, yeah. Yeah, look at this PANW, for example. This thing showed one of the few software tech names that showed strength during this whole, you know, tech sell-off past 3-4 months. Every other software name was down 50%. This thing was down like, what, 18%? As soon as the selling pressure lifts, boom, new highs. Just like that. That's called relative strength. Tennis ball action. I think Binervini says tennis ball action. This is what it means. You can't hold it below the surface, the water surface. As soon as this pressure lifts, it's gonna bounce back. It's a very powerful concept. Now, there wasn't a setup there for me, but it was a very wide candle, like very hard to buy something like this, but I usually buy tightness, but the concept is the same. GY, yeah, oh yeah, beautiful setup, but it's, yeah, all the oil names are going. They're all, oh, NRGU, man, I'm so pissed at this NRGU. This one too, it kind of stopped me out, marginally stopped me out. Actually, I got stopped out on this day here when it reversed. And then it kind of just all the way back. So unnecessary. These shakeouts have been brutal. TAN breaking out on a daily? No, it's not. It's bouncing off the lows. This is what happens in bear market environments. You get these insane rallies, these sharp, sharp rallies. Wonder if it can go to 80, straight to 80. I don't know if this is the end of the bounce or if this is start of the range break. It's kind of hard to know. These types of setups are super tough, man. Super tough. No, actually, I'm a Celsius guy now. I've been a Celsius guy for the past 3-4 months. I kind of grew tired of Nocco. I haven't had a Nocco in a while. I've been drinking Celsius. So I'm actually more of a Celsius guy. Kind of rooting for them. Let's go. I even had it on the earnings here. HP, it's oil gas. Nah, I don't think it looks very good. I think it's better to do the ETFs. ERX, gosh, they're higher ADR too. And you don't take on this individual company risk. Yeah, gold has been looking great for months. Just haven't had much follow through yet, but it's trying. It's easy to get sucked in on these rallies. Like you start seeing some of these stocks, you know, making moves, and then it kind of goes away. One day the bids are not there. This is why I try to focus on the ones that are actually breaking out from like bases. Like, you know, if you look at the things I own, X, FCX, this one I bought like a month ago, ERX, Copex, gosh, VET. It's just another oil name. You can disregard earnings. The earnings don't matter. Oil price matters. The Square is gonna be an interesting short setup for tomorrow. It's up 50% in 3 sessions. Not bad for a, you know, it's a big company. If it gets, you know, closes strong, gaps up tomorrow, that's gonna be a 5-star short setup, and it's liquid and high price. That's like a dream scenario. It needs to go up more. The more the better. All the energy stocks are going higher. Both you know, uranium, oil, gas, clean energy, solar, all of these things are strong because energy prices are high. So Tesla too may be an interesting short setup in the next few sessions. SQ did have a bit of a story change, however, no, it doesn't matter. Stop it. Focus on the setups. There's no story change. Don't overthink good setups. Focus on making money, not buying into narratives. I never have an original thought, guys. Everything I implement into my trading, I copy it from others. I'm a shameless guy. Skeptical about RIVN, I don't know, man. 50 days just ahead. I have some decent exposure to oil and the commodities now, but what happened to all my followers? I used to have like 2,000 people watching a couple of weeks ago. Did everyone blow up? They got wrecked, no motivation, yeah. No, it was just like 2 weeks ago I had 2,000 viewers like on every stream. Yeah, I did tweet my stream. Did I? Didn't I? I did, yeah, I did. Streaming every day? Well, no, because I was gone. I didn't stream for like a couple of months back in the summer and in early fall, and I still had like the same amount of viewers when I came back. So I don't buy that. Not streaming for 2 days? Nah, not gonna make a difference. Yeah, despite all the Ferrari pictures, I have fewer viewers. What the fuck is going on? Should have bought some NRGU too. I had like 50,000 NRGU from at 280. DQ is going hard. All the solars are, you know, so SCDG too. Day 3, tomorrow is gonna be day 4. You know, it's more of a potential short setup coming up. SCDG is actually above the moving averages. Interesting. Look, guys, once the nukes start going off, I don't think you have to worry about the potential money you're gonna lose in the markets. That's gonna be our last worries once the nukes start going off. You know, don't overthink things. The markets are gonna be your last worry. Yeah, I wanna visit you, Stock Daddy. I wanna visit you one day. I'm also gonna visit Lodbrok in Svalbard. Maybe in April or something. That would be fun. A rant on overthinking in trading, please. I always struggle with this. Hit your head into a concrete wall, but stop before you stop thinking, but go on until you stop overthinking. You're gonna have to find a middle ground there. Before you need to go on until you stop overthinking, but you need to stop before you go brain dead. It's a fine balance. It's a fine balance. Because the thing is, in trading, the success is really about dumbing it down. Forget that you know a bunch of stuff. Forget that you know a bunch of stuff. Forget that you have a bunch of opinions. Forget that other people have a bunch of opinions. It's all about dumbing it down. That's how I made my 100 million. Well, now it's less because I bought a boat for 5 million and paid a bunch of taxes, but and I'm in a drawdown, but I was at like 105 million back in early November. And the only way to get there is dumb it down. Don't overthink. And if you can tune out other people too, it's better. Like me, like I almost never interact with other traders. I almost never do. I don't see any value in it. Like everyone has a bunch of opinions. I don't really see the value in other people's opinions. I'd rather listen to the market. Yeah, right now the market is a bitch. But for short-term traders, there's a lot of opportunity. Especially for intraday traders. But even for short-term swing traders. If you're good with mean reversion setups. But for breakout traders, yeah, the market is a bitch. But it's just a phase. And it's very easy to avoid it. Very easy. 10-day declining. 20-day declining. The 10 days below the 20. You know the rules. The big money is when a 10-day is trending higher, the 20-day is trending higher, and preferably, or at least sideways, and preferably at the 10 days above the 20. That's where you get the big money. That's where you double, triple your accounts in a fairly short amount of time. Especially if you use margin. Markets like these, you know, they're brutal. Like I've had several really good entries on stuff and I got shaken out and then they went. For example, ROKU, right? I took a big loss on it. I had it here. Like 109 or something. And then it took out the lows of the day, stopped me out. I never got back in and now it's up 30% in a few sessions. NRGU too, I had it here. I had it 281 or something. Shook me out and now it looks like it wants to go to 400. That's the name of the game. Square is gonna be interesting tomorrow. Tesla too. Two main setups for tomorrow. Day trading is the fast. No, it's not. The thing is, it sounds good in theory, but in reality, day trading is much more difficult than swing trading. It's one of these things that, you know, sounds good in theory, but it's not really optimal for most. Especially if you're under the PDT rule. I don't agree with it at all. Not at all. Day trading is super difficult. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut the stream now. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Good luck.